Hello friends, today we are going to understand Dagd Vran or buns. Every person at least once has an episode of buns in his or her lifetime. According to WHO, buns often results in high death toll, millions suffers lifelong disability and disfigurement, often resulting in social stigma and rejection. What makes this fatality so unacceptable is that it could be prevented. So, it is very much necessary to understand it for all of us for better preventive interventions and services for those suffering from burns. In Ayurveda, burns are called pramad or itartha dagd as these are mainly caused by negligence. Breach in the continuity of tissue by thermal damage, excessive heat or excessive cold, both conditions resulting in coagulative necrosis is known as burns. It can be of two types, ruksh or burns, snigdh or scalds. Scalds are more painful as the hot liquids penetrates deeper into the tissues. Now the different causes of burns. Ordinary burns created by dry heat or flame, scalds by moist heat, chemical burns caused by acid or base, electrical burns results by the injury from high voltage electric current, radiation induced burns are misuse of X-rays, ultraviolet rays, etc. Dagdh prakar or types of burn. According to Shushut Sutrasthan, chapter 12, verse 16, Tatra plushtam durdagdham samyak dagdham ati dagdham cha iti chaturvidham agni dagdham. Burns are of four types: plusht dagdh, durdagdh, samyak dagdh, and ati dagdh. According to Dupuytren's degree of burns, they can be classified as first degree, second degree, third degree, and fourth degree burns, respectively. First variety is plusht dagdh or first degree burns. In it, Vivannam plushyate ati matram. Some layers of epidermis, mostly known as sunburns, only erythema is there and it gets self-healed within 7 to 10 days. Mild burning is there which can be relieved by application of any type of soothing agent like aloe vera, turmeric, coconut oil, etc. According to Ayurveda, the chikitsa of Plusht Dagd is Ushna Kriya, as the hot treatment will help in absorption of the congested toxins or blood and hence helps in relieving the pain. Ushna Kriya drugs and ointments to be used to treat the plusht or first degree burns. Next is Durdagd or second degree burns. In it, whole of the epidermis and some part of the dermis gets damaged. As there is collection of fluid between these two layers, formation of blisters is present. It is very painful because nerve endings are exposed. The burn wound has white and waxy appearance which blanches on pressure. Heals within 14 to 21 days with minimal scarring. In case of small blistering, no particular treatment is required. And in case of large size blisters, we have to puncture it with the help of sterile needle, clean or drain the wound and do non-adherent dressing. Tetanus prophylaxis is must in second degree burns and antibiotics both oral and topical can be given. Painkillers are recommended. For Durdagdh Chikitsa, Acharya Shushruta recommended both Ushna and Sheath treatment, but he ointment and fermentation should be cold in nature. Samyak duct or third degree burns. Anavgadham talvarnam susansthitam purvalakshanam yuktam. In it, whole of the epidermis and dermis gets damaged. There is black colored chair tissue known as eschar. Healing is not certain, mostly prolonged. If heals, there is maximum scarring and possibility of hypertrophic scars is there. In it also the tetanus prophylaxis is must. Rational use of antibiotics is preferred, and sometimes we need surgical procedures like tangential excision with split skin grafting to avoid local sepsis. Keep the wound closed. According to Ayurveda, Samyak Dagd can be treated with ghee and honey application over it. Ointments made with Vanshlochen, Plaksh, Raktachandan and Guduchi mixed with ghee can be applied. In case of excessive burning sensation, use ointment made of animal meat. It should be treated like Pittaj Vidridhi as it is a case of local burn wound sepsis. Last variety is Atidagd or fourth degree burns. These are full thickness burns, means whole of the epidermis, dermis and skin appendages are damaged. These are non-healing wounds as there is total skin loss is there. Takes years to heal, and if heals, contractures and hypertrophic scars are present which need surgical recorrections. For Atidak Chikitsa, we have to cut the loose skin or flesh and use cold applications over the ulcers. In the form of ointment, we can use shali chawal powder or clay pots powder mixed with ghee. We have to cover the wound with giloy or lotus leaves, and it should be treated as pittaj visarp as there are chances of septicemia and toxemia is there. For treatment purpose, we have to assess the burn size, which can be calculated by using the Wallace rule of 9, in which head stands for 9%, back for 18%, chest for 18%, left arm 9%, right arm 9%, right leg 18%, left leg 18%, and perineum 1% in an adult. In a child, head stands for 18%, back 18%, right arm 9%, chest 18%, left arm 9%, perineum 1%, right leg 13.5%, and left leg 13.5%. Calculating total body surface area, that is TBSA, is crucial in determining initial fluid resuscitation and potential disposition. The rule of 9 is inaccurate and constantly overestimates TBSA by about 20%, which may lead to chances of over resuscitation. To overcome this, for TBSA less than 15% or more than 85%, the rule of palms is highly accurate and easy to teach. We have to use the size of the patient's hand, including the fingers, to estimate burn size. For TBSA more than 15%, the Lund and Bruder charts is accurate and has excellent inter-rated reliability. According to American Society of Burn Classification, these can be categorized as mild, moderate, and severe burns. In mild variety, adult less than 10% body surface area burns, children or old less than 5% body surface or less than 2% full thickness burns, which needs no hospitalization. Moderate burns are in adults 10 to 20% body surface area, young or old 5 to 10% body surface area, or 2 to 5% full thickness burns. No hospitalization except high voltage burns, involvement of face, neck, head, joints or genitals burns, associated fractures and inhalation injuries. Severe category is adult more than 20% burns, young or old more than 10% body surface burns, and more than 5% full thickness burns, which needs immediate hospitalizations. Now the management. Local effect of burns is once the skin is burnt, it acts like a dead tissue and attracts bacterial infections. So it can be discarded or removed immediately. Systemic effects are due to white hemorrhage or plasma loss, there are great disturbances of hemoglobin, serum electrolyte, and generalized malnutrition occurs, which has to be resuscitated earlier. There are two types of management, first aid and emergency care. In first aid, we have to remember prevent, remove, cool, cover, and seek. Prevent means we have to stop the burning process. Remove all the clinging clothing and jewelry. We have to cool the burn wound by tap water for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Do not use the ice cold water. Cover the burn wound with non-adherent dressing and seek help in case of an emergency, which are face, hands, feet or genitals burns, third degree or fourth degree burns, injuries more than 10% of the body surface area, and chemical injuries. Another way to remember the first aid is stop. Stop the burning process, and also we have to strip hot clothes and jewelry. Turn on cool tap. Cold water wash, that is hydrotherapy for proper irrigation of the wound with tap water only. But you have to keep the rest of the person warm. Tetanus toxoid prophylaxis is must. Painkillers, broad spectrum antibiotics can be used rationally. Organize medical assistance in case of an emergency, and we have to protect burn with clinch film or clean clothes. Do not use any adherent dressings, fluffy cloth, creams or lotions. If something like coal tar is stuck on the skin, let it cool and then use any type of lubricant such as Vaseline jelly to remove it. In four types of burns, we have to do hold under cool water, use special cream or ointment, make cold compress and get pain reliever. The don'ts are don't ever use toothpaste over it as it seals the heat and helps in damaging the tissues further. Don't use eggs, etc. Don't use any types of oils and never ever use ice over the burn wound. After giving the first aid for emergency care, we have to take the careful history regarding the source of burning, exposure time, location, etc. We have to also look for medical legal aspects and signs of dehydration or shock. First to 12 hours are the most crucial in treatment of the burn patients. We have to check the extent by rule of 9, rule of palms or Lund-Bruder chart, and vitals by BP, pulse, temperature and respiration rate recording. Maintain IV line in case of burns in adults more than 15% and in case of child more than 10%. Rice tube or cold stomach wash is necessary for the management of curling or stress ulcers. Oxygen ventilation mandatory in case of inhalation burns. Catheterization needed in cases of more than 25% burns. Tetanus prophylaxis is must. Broad spectrum antibiotics can be used, local antiseptics can be applied, and IV painkillers with ranitidine or any type of antacids must be given. Next is nutrition or fluid replacement therapy. Keep in mind that before connecting drip, we have to take 10 ml of blood for sampling, for blood transfusion and other necessary requirements. For providing parenteral nutrition to avoid hypovolemic shock, the ideal solution is Ringer's lactate. We have to follow the Parkland formula for calculating the amount of crystalloid we have to give to maintain the urinary output or fluid loss. Parkland regime is volume of Ringer lactate solution is equal to 4 ml into percentage of body surface area into weight in kg, half of which is given in first 8 hours and the next half will be given in next 16 hours. For colloids after 12 to 24 hours to compensate plasma loss, we have to use the Muir and Barclay formula. In it, percentage of Burns into body weight in kg divided by 2 stands for 1 ration. We have to give 3 rations in first 12 hours, 2 rations in next 12 hours and 1 ration in another 12 hours. Now the complications. Complications of burns are hypovolemic shock, acute respiratory distress syndrome, pulmonary edema, acute airway blockage, acute renal failure, acute tubular necrosis, toxemia or septicemia, multiple organ failure, GIT, Curling's ulcer, fluid electrolyte imbalance, convulsions, especially in cases of electrical injuries, and the late complications are keloid or hypertrophic scar or contractures. Another variety of dagd is dhumo aphat or inhalation burn, which are caused by inhalation of heat, noxious gases, which are produced by incomplete combustion. Less oxygen concentration at site first leads to hypoxic death within 45 minutes, indicating its fatality. Inhaled carbon dioxide causes severe anoxia and ultimately death. Clinical features are laryngeal or bronchial edema and spasm, headache, visual changes in the form of blurred vision, fatigue, vomiting, shock, cardiac arrest, pneumonia, low oxygen saturation, change in voice, nasal and facial hair burns, sneezing, burning eyes, redness in eyes, loss of taste and smell, burning sensation, thirst, and vertigo. Inhalation injuries must be treated by early ambulation, ventilation, bronchoscopy, tracheostomy, and antibiotics as early as possible. According to Ayurveda, we have to induce vomiting with the help of ghee, sugarcane juice, dried grapes, milk, or water mixed with sugar for immediate stomach wash. We have to use sweet, sour, salty, and spicy drugs for mouthwash. Serovirecin can be applied and light, oily, cold potency food should be consumed. Next variety is Ushnavat Atab Dagd or sunburns or heat stroke. Ushnavat Atab Dirghe Shitah Karyo Vidhi Sada. It usually occurs in summers because of excessive heat and caused disturbance in temperature regulation of the body. Clinical features are dryness of skin, nausea, and sometimes unconsciousness. We have to treat it by cold management, by maintenance of proper hydration and application of soothing agents. Next is Sheet Varsha Anil Dagd or frostbite. शीत वर्षा अनिल दग्धे स्तरिग स्निग्धम उष्णम च सश्यते. It usually occurs in winters due to very low temperature, which also leads to formation of coagulative necrosis. Clinical features are blood accumulation takes place and leads to formation of gangrene later on. Extremities are the most affected part of frostbite. It can be treated with hot management. अति तेजस दग्ध और इलेक्ट्रिकल बर्न्स तथा अति तेजसा दग्धे सिद्धांत नास्ति कथंच. These are deep burns resulted by electric shock. Clinical features are internal organ injury, gas gangrene, acidosis, and death usually occurs due to arterial fibrillation, renal failure, wound of entry and exit is present for confirmation. Treatment is according to the cause, antibiotics use and surgical management of the injury. Last one is Indra Vajragni Dagdh or lightning burn. Indra Vajra अति दग्धे अपि जीवति प्रतिकार्ये स्नेह अभ्यंग परिशेका प्रदेश तथा भिषक. These are the most fatal varieties of burns and we have to treat the patient till he has life. For treating it, we can use oil massage, abhyang parishek, etc. This is all about the burns. Take very good care of yourself. Stay home, stay safe.